Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This time, we will be recreating Busch Gardens Tampa in Planet Coaster. So let's just jump right into this. So we are in the file now, and as you can see, I have a little bit of work done already. When I went to record this, it was storming that night, and my video capture did not want to work on the Xbox, but this was just building the initial tram stop at the front of the park. So we have the queue inside, and then the queue outside as well. And then I tried to get the wooden beams and like that tarp cloth covering recreated as best as possible. And to get the tram down at ground level, I had to use terrain tools. So that's why that pad is there. But now we're jumping into a little bit of a time lapse. That's what most of this video is going to be, is just a real quick time lapse of building everything in the park, or building this front section of the park. We will not get to the ticket booths in this window, but we'll get this. We got the tram stop done. We'll get through the automated ticket machines, one of the other buildings up near the front of the park, as well as the topiary planter in the middle. But as some of you may know, I was working on building SheiKra in this game as well. And I got to the terrain part of it, and the terrain and water were giving me issues. So I figured I'll take a break from it, work with the terrain tools a little more, and then maybe go back to it at some point. I mean, this park is going to be saved on separate files, so I'll probably just restart with that one once I get to that point, if I get to that point. I don't know. I don't know when or if I will be getting Planet Coaster 2. That will all just kind of depend on when it becomes available on my system and if I have the time to play it. Because I'm kind of busy at the moment, but luckily was able to bang this out within a couple of weeks. Wasn't working on it every day, like 2 or 3 weekends to get this front area done, playing for like 2 hours each day maybe. It didn't take too long, not too bad. But I'm also trying to get it, pretty accurate. As you can see here, I'm fiddling with like the side tarping. But in SheiKra, when we were recreating that, I was kind of talking a little bit about like news around the community and everything that has been going on. So I figured, why not continue that here? And the last time that you saw a SheiKra recreation, we Penguin Trek and Phoenix Rising had not yet opened. So let's start with Penguin Trek, because that was the first one to open. Yeah, was not impressed with that coaster, I gotta say. I really do not like that ride at all. Like, just no. Just absolutely no. The thing is just, it's so rattly and rough, and yeah, I don't like it. The theming is nice in the pre-launch show scene, and the launch itself is really, really nice. It's very punchy and good. The trains are comfortable. They just run so rough and rattly, and it's just boring. Like, I get it, it's a family coaster. Like, there have been people that have been commenting on how boring Penguin Trek is. But, and then people being like, oh, well, it's a family coaster. I get that, yes, it is designed for families. But, I mean, Cobra's Curse at Busch Gardens and Even Backlot Stunt Coaster at Kings Island and Kings Dominion. And, well, I don't know about the Canada's Wonderland version, but I do know about Island and Dominion. Those are family coasters, or they're supposed to be family coasters. And, yeah, they are not that tame. They are actually pretty legit coasters. So, I don't know why Penguin Trek is as tame as it is, and as rough as it is, if I'm being honest. It's brand new. And on the first day of pass holder previews, it was rough. Like, it was badly rough. And then the other new addition is Phoenix Rising. That's the B&M family invert at Busch Gardens. That one is actually a really fun little coaster. I really enjoyed that coaster the first time I went. And I went back, and I was only able to get one ride on it when I went back a second time recently. But as of the recording of this, even though it's been out for... This video is not going to come out for like another month, over a month from when I'm recording it. This weekend, as of recording, I'm going back to Busch Gardens, and I hope to get more rides on Phoenix then. You'll probably have seen the vlog. I'm going to go say goodbye to Scorpion and everything. We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, no, I really did enjoy Phoenix as a coaster. It's not the most intense thing. It's not the whippiest thing. But again, trains are comfortable. It rides pretty smooth. It's a little rough, but it could be a lot worse. And I just like the turns. It's not that whippy, but it has enough whip to be thrilling. There's a small little twisted hill I really like on the ride. Again, the restraints are open, so like I can lean with the turns, follow the coaster. So I would definitely say I enjoy Phoenix Rising a lot. Probably going to build it in Planet Coaster if I get there. But you saw we built the first self-service ticketing machine, and then now we're working on this building. This is kind of like a castle-esque building. I don't know. I don't even know what it's used for. I guess it's spare ticket windows or something, maybe? I don't really know, if I'm being honest. I've never seen it used. But, also at Busch Gardens, Scorpion will be closing permanently on September 2nd, or by the time this video comes out, has closed permanently. And I can't tell you how happy I am about that. I have a really bad history with that ride. And if I did the vlog, I probably explained it then. So I'm not going to really go into detail then. But let's just say I hate Scorpion. I really do. And when they announced that this thing was closing, I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, I was actually a little bit sad when Sand Serpent closed. It may just be a basic small park Wild Mouse, but, like, that ride held a lot of history and a lot of good memories for me. And Scorpion holds a lot of history, too, but that history is, no, it's bad. I really don't like that thing. So the fact that it's getting torn out just makes me happier. I hate saying that, but I really do, and I can't wait to see what goes in its spot. I'm thinking RMC Raptor, probably a clone of, like, Stunt Pilot, but, and you know, I can hope for a custom compact layout. And then, not Busch Gardens, I'm sorry, SeaWorld Orlando is getting some kind of new attraction next year again. I don't know if it's going to be, like a coaster, like, it's going to be in Wild Arctic. It's going to be in the old simulator space. So I don't know if they're going to, like, tear out a wall and then extend the coaster outside the building, or if they're going to build something inside the building, like Dark Coaster, or if they're just going to build, like, a dark ride, like Empire of the Penguin or something, or some kind of flight simulator, like Flight of Passage. I doubt it's going to be a flight simulator, because that building's not tall enough, but it's possible. But with that one, I really have no idea, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But, yeah, this building's almost done, just doing the little bit of an overhang on the end here. But that's really it for all that's happened in Florida. Epic Universe we had a ton of announcements with that. Yeah, they have all the lands announced. They just announced Helios the other week as of when I'm recording this. Or last week, I think. Yeah, it was last week that they announced Helios. Or some more information for it. But yeah, that park just looks phenomenal. I can't wait. Dark Universe and the Monsters Unchained and everything just looks like absolutely just, yeah. That park's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to go. And then over in regular Universal, we had pass holder night the other week, and if you guys haven't seen the vlog yet, go check that out. That was a lot of fun. And then HHN starting, and by now I'll probably have the vlog out. That'll be Adrianna's first appearance. And obviously I added her to the channel, or like she asked to be on it herself, so, you know, any crap that she's going to give me about, oh, well, you told me you wanted to do this. No. I mean, I did want her to do it, but I didn't say she had to. She was the one that said that she wanted to do it. So, yeah. But yeah, obviously, as of when I'm recording this, I haven't been to the event yet. Last night, as of when I'm recording this, was actually team member previews. I did watch a video of the Demon Queen Scare Zone. It looks okay. The Sinister and Surreal opening ceremonies, yeah, I don't know. I don't like their voices. They're obnoxious and annoying, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I am very excited to go to the event this year. Excited to try some of the weird food and everything. So, I did just go to Carowinds the few weeks ago. At the beginning of August, end of July. Had a great time. Fury 325 is running phenomenally this year. Copperhead Strike's running pretty good. Thunder Striker / Intimidator, sorry guys, was absolutely amazing. Afterburn was running great. Got to try out my first Zamperla Nebula Z, and that was, it was something. It existed. And I got to try out the air race, and I enjoyed it to a point. I'd do it once. I might have done it again another day if I felt like it, but I really wasn't taking the chance of throwing up because it was fun. The hang time was flippin' amazing, but, yeah, it started to go on for a while, and then I'm just like, okay, enough. Please stop. Please end before something happens, please. And then it ended, I'm like, okay. And I was fine once I got off the ride, but it just started getting a little bit too much near the end. So, I enjoyed it, and I would do it in small doses. But yeah, that's basically a good summary of my Carowinds trip. Had a lot of fun. And then over the summer, got to visit Cedar Point and Kings Island again. Obviously, Top Thrill 2 was sadly closed and has remained closed. And yeah, so much for my, oh, I'll be back in a few weeks. We'll talk about Top Thrill 2 during my next Sheikah recreation. Yeah, well, that Sheikah recreation's not getting done anytime soon either. So, you know, that's going to happen. But, if you guys can't tell, I do jump around to projects a lot. I just get bored with a project, so I got to jump onto something new. So, you know, just, if you enjoy the Planet Coaster stuff, let me know, but just know it's a lot of jumping around between projects. So, eventually, I'm going to get bored with this one, and then just be like, okay, well, what do I feel like starting next? So, it will get done. It's just going to be in pieces. But yeah, like Top Thrill 2, it's in pieces. It's broken. I was really actually disappointed about that. But I was disappointed about the fact that Top Thrill 2 was closed. I was not disappointed that we visited Cedar Point this year because we had a great time. Everything was running great. Millennium Force was running better than ever. Maverick was amazing. Steel Vengeance was It was okay. Gatekeeper Valraven even was running really good this year. I really enjoyed Magnum again. So I'm super happy we went, and just, yeah, that was an awesome time up there. Then you got to go spend like half a day at Kings Island, and that was great too. I really do enjoy Kings Island. It really is a fun park. Diamondback was running phenomenally. That flew up in my rankings this year because of how good it was running. Mystic Timbers, amazing as always. So good to get refreshed rides on that. Orion wasn't running quite as good, nor was Banshee, but they were still fun. The Bat was running better this year. Got to try out my first family boomerang. That was okay. If you want like a full review of all the coasters at Kings Island, go check out that video. Yes, I know I'm doing a lot of like, oh, go check out this video, go check out that video. But a lot of the stuff that I'm like recapping here has already been done in other videos. I'm just trying to give you a little bit more of like a in-depth analysis versus like, okay, here's some information, or we're at the park, or whatever. But yes, needless to say, I had a great summer for the parks wise, and like I said, as of the time I'm recording this, about to go to HHN for the first time this season, third time I've ever gone, so definitely can't wait for that. But yeah, just like I've had a really great year so far as coasters and trips and stuff goes. And the only really flop coaster that I've had this year was Penguin Trek. If I'm going to be completely honest, that coaster was the only one that I went on that I didn't like. I also got to try another mountain coaster this year. I've been on a couple before, or one before this, but this year I got to try another one, and again, it was really fun. It was jank, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it was the Tennessee Flyer, I think it's called. It was at Ober Mountain. That place is ridiculously overpriced. Yeah, I did that. But seriously, that place is ridiculously overpriced for no reason, but whatever. But yeah, no, I really did enjoy going out of state again, going back to some parks that I haven't been to in a while, getting to try out the mountain coaster. Had a great summer. And Passport to Thrills was an awesome event for Phoenix Rising and everything. So that went really well. I was really happy with that. But yeah, like I said, HHN season is right around the corner. Halloween, everything. And then we'll start moving into Christmas within a couple weeks. Just celebrated, as of when I'm recording this, just celebrated or are about to celebrate my 1-year anniversary of the channel. So thank you guys for sticking with me for a year, and so glad to be having Adrianna join us with this. We're excited to jump in and make videos. Should have a bucket list coasters video out sometime soon. But yeah, that's the front entrance of Busch Gardens, or the exterior part of the front entrance, I guess you could call it. But we got the tram stop, the two self-service ticketing windows, that weird little building over there, the tram loop, and yeah, the planters and everything. But that's all for this time, and we'll see you all next time on another adventure.